Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. Are you a dentist looking to sit the LDS examination? Well, if you are, then listen further and we'll provide all the relevant information that you require. The Faculty of Dental Surgery of the Royal College of Surgeons of England award the licence in dental surgery, abbreviated as the LDS, which is the UK's oldest continually existing dental degree. If you pass the ORE or the LDS of the Royal College of Surgeons of England and have the proper visa to stay and work in the UK, you may be eligible to work as a dentist within the UK. Successful international applicants may apply to the General Dental Council for registration. If you are considering doing the ORE examination instead, then if you look on the link in the description box below, you'll find the link to our video in regards to the ORE exam. So let's have a look at the LDS exam in a little more detail. Only the following number of candidates will be considered. Part 1 of the LDS, up to 120 applicants. Part 2 of the LDS, up to 55 candidates. Within 5 years of passing Part 1, candidates must pass Part 2. Each component of the exam has a maximum of 4 attempts. Places are usually given on a first-come, first-served basis, but recently they have been allocated on a random basis. Candidates should study thoroughly for the exam and strive to pass on the first or second attempt. It is the obligation of the candidate to apply for retake. Candidates who do not apply for the earliest available research chance will have fewer attempts over the course of the 5 years than those who do. So let's look at the Part 1 LDS exam in a little more detail. The exam overview of the Part 1 LDS exam incorporates 2 papers. So the single best answer, the SBA questions, and the extended matching EMQ questions. Both Part 1 papers must be passed at one sitting for candidates to progress to Part 2. It's important that you have all the essential supporting documentation available to send to the college when you apply for your examination online, as these documents must be completed and submitted in full within 2 weeks of your online application. Number 2. Please do not apply online if you have any missing or incomplete documentation. Candidates should be prepared to upload documents as soon as they apply online. Your application for an examination spot will be rejected if it's incomplete or if supporting documents are not received within the 2 weeks. Number 3. Your application name must match the name on your passport and degree certificate. If it isn't, then please look at the section of name change to get some further guide. If you don't have a doctorate in addition to your basic dental degree, you can't use the title doctor. Number 4. You must include your most recent contact information as well as a valid email address and at least one phone number. Number 5. Please be aware that when registering for the LDS Part 1 online, you will be asked to pay the examination cost at the time of registration. So what documents are required within the 2-week period? Number 1. You'll require a certificate of completion of the degree, so a copy of your final degree certificate is required. A notary public, commissioners of oaths, justice of peace, or another person authorized to practice law, or an authorized officer of an embassy must verify and sign the back of the copy of your certificate, stating that it's a copy of the original document that they have seen. Number 2. A NARIC statement of comparability must be attached to your major dental qualification. Also see the link below for details on how to get a NARIC statement. Please keep in mind that obtaining NARIC certificates can take some time, so make sure you have one before applying online. Number 3. You must submit a copy of your current valid passport which has been validated by a qualified professional. The person must validate and sign the reverse of your passport page copy, saying that the copy you provided is a duplicate of the original. You may also provide a properly attested copy. The photograph on a certified or verified copy of the passport must be clear and legible. Your photo and passport expiration date must be included in the copy. Only passports with a valid expiration date will be accepted. Please contact the office prior to submitting your application if you are unable to provide a copy of your passport. Number 4. If the name on your application changes from the name on any other documents you supply after applying online, you must provide proof of your name change, such as a marriage certificate. You can offer a copy that has been validated by an approved person. Now let's look at the Part 2 exam of the LDS. This is held over a minimum of 3 days and consists of 3 sections. It consists of an OSCE, which is for 2 hours duration, and then an operative test on a dental mannequin, which is up to 3 hours duration. You'll also get an unseen case based on the objective structured long examination OSCE model, which is designed to test candidates' diagnosis, treatment planning, clinical reasoning, and usually 4 cases will be presented. The syllabus is usually quite wide and covers anything from professionalism to interpersonal communication, social skills, knowledge base information and information literacy, clinical information gathering, diagnosis and treatment planning, health promotion. So you have to be able to demonstrate professionalism, have a knowledge in ethics and jurisprudence, have excellent communication skills, being able to apply basic biological, medical and technical clinical sciences, obtaining and recording comprehensive history of the patient's medical and dental history, being able to plan treatment, so being able to provide decision making, clinical reasoning, oral medicine management, periodontal management, caries and endodontic management, surgical procedures, knowledge in pain and anxiety management, have good knowledge of restorative prosthodontic treatment, emergency treatment and orthodontic treatment. Applying for the Part 2, you'll be required to complete a paper application form and make sure that all parts are completed before you send it. You must make sure your character referee fills in the appropriate sections. Before applying to take the LDS exam, you must present one or more references to prove that you have completed at least 1,600 hours of clinical practice time. To certify this, you have experience. You must have one or more referees complete the form. The Dean of the Dental School must be the referee if you are submitting proof from your primary dental qualification as evidence of prior clinical experience. If you are presenting a proof from post-qualification work experience, then the person certifying the reference must be or have been professionally registered with the regulatory authority in the nation where you have worked or studied. If you are providing evidence of experience earned in the United Kingdom while on temporary registration, the reference must be the person who has employed you. A current certificate of competency in basic life support. You must provide verified hepatitis B, hepatitis C, HIV certificates from a UK laboratory that provide a complete serological profile. You will require a certificate or letter of good standing. Any needed documents that are not written in English must be accompanied by an authorized translation. If you are not exempt to provide an English language test, then you are required to submit an International English Testing System IELTS test report form showing a minimum overall score of 7, with no individual sections lower than 6.5. It's also very important that when you are sending the completed application back to the Royal College of Surgeons, that you send it by a courier or a recorded delivery so that you are able to keep track of the application and to ensure that it has been received. Well, thank you very much for listening. If you have found the presentation, the video useful, then please kindly like and subscribe to our channel, and we'll bring you more free content for you in the near future. Thank you very much.